My name's Keola, and this is my informative speech. This is one of my audience members, and this is my other audience member. Did you know that California requires a new subject to graduate high school? My name's Keola Johnson, and today I will be teaching you about California's new financial literacy law, or Law AB 2927. My main points will be 1. The history and context of the law, 2. What the law requires, 3. What the students will learn in the classroom, and 4. The timeline of the law. So, point 1, the history and context of the law. This law started out by a group of California petitioners who thought that this material needed to be required by law to be taught in schools because they believed that it was really important for kids to understand this type of material and to be able to use these things in their lives. They got 900,000 signatures from other California residents and were able to join the 2024 voting ballot. The legislator and all of the lawmakers knew the severity of this petition, and they knew that many people wanted to see this law signed in. And so on the deadline of the petition on June 27th, they took the petition out and made it a compromise, and 2 days later Governor Gavin Newsom signed it into law. Point 2, what the law requires. So the law states that students who are graduating in the school year 2030 through 2031, one must take one semester standalone class of personal finance to graduate. And personal finance will be grouped in with economics as one subject. So students will now have the choice to take either personal finance or economics, meaning that students can choose to opt out of economics if they choose. The law also states that the Board of Education, they must create and have a curriculum ready for the class by May 31st, 2026. And then lastly, the law states that for a teacher to be able to teach this class, they must have one credential in either social science, business, math, or home economics. Point 3, what the kids will learn. So some of the things that the kids will learn in the class and some of the included units in the curriculum are personal banking, budgeting for independent living, types of insurance. They will learn about the tax system, the process to file taxes, how to read tax forms and pay stubs, how to invest, and how to finance for college. Point 4, the timeline of the law. So firstly, on June 29th, 2024, Gavin Newsom signed it into law. Second, May 31st, 2026, like I already mentioned, the Board of Education must have a curriculum ready for this class. And then from 2027 to 2028, schools must start to offer this class for their students so that by the time 2030 comes around, the students will have been able to take this class so that they can graduate. And then lastly, like I said, from 2030 onwards, students must take one semester standalone class of personal finance to be able to graduate. In conclusion, I have taught you guys about the new California financial literacy law, or Law AB 2927, including the history and context of the law, what the law requires, what the students will learn in the classroom, and the timeline of the law. Thank you all for listening.